the left. Yeah, keep going left.
All right, namaste. Welcome to my Zoom class. Thank you so much for being here. As you can see, I'm not in Baltimore. I'm in Florida seeing my parents, and I have a traveling yoga studio now. So thank you for your willingness to take the class. This class is mixed level, so I will offer variations. You guys have taken my classes a bunch of times, so you know that you can modify or make any changes to the practice that suit you. And of course, more important than your poses is your effort and your attention. So it's very easy to get distracted. And so when you're in the practice, try to stay with it as much as possible. And then in this way, you'll be able to really feel nice when you're finished, and it'll give your mind something to focus on other than all the other things that are going on. So find a seat. You can sit on a blanket or a pillow or a block if you have one nearby. And allow the eyes to close. Unless that doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can take a soft gaze upon the floor over the nose. And tune into the natural rhythm of your breath. Seeing the air enter and leave you in a beautiful cycle. And if the mind is busy, come back to the breath again and again. Now we'll change the breathing, inhaling for a count of 3 and exhaling twice as long. When you do the breathing out, open up your mouth. So it's a long exhale. Exhale the breath to begin. Take a deep breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open up the mouth. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Exhale twice as long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, in. Open up the mouth. One more. Breathe in. Open up the mouth. Let it go. Return to your natural breathing and bring your hands together, either at the heart or clasped in your lap. We'll begin this session with the sound of Om. If you prefer to just listen, that's okay, or you can join me. When you do the Om, just imagine that it's connecting all of us and all beings everywhere. Exhale the breath to begin. Deep breath in. Om. At this time, connect with a personal dedication or offering for your practice, and allow this offering to come to you freely. And remember it if you need inspiration. Okay, very good. Come to stand at the top of the mat. If you have any yoga props, you can have them nearby, but if you don't have them, don't worry, it's okay. Begin by bringing your feet together, zipping up through the midline. Reach your arms above the head. Take a deep breath in and then release the arms down forcefully, letting out your air. Breathe in. Let the air go. Just imagine you're making space. It's okay if I can't see you. It's all right. You can adjust it if you want. Keep breathing. Arms are very straight. Imagine again letting go of something. Forcefully release the arms down, the belly button toward the spine. The air goes out. 3 more. Last one. Keep the arms lifted, side bend to the right, hips to the left. You can hold the wrist or hold elbows if that's better for you. Just warming up here. And then back to center, side bend to the left, hips to the right. And back to center again. Interlace the hands behind the back, pull the knuckles toward the floor as you gaze up toward the ceiling. Separate the feet and fold forward. Lay the chest on the thighs as you pull the knuckles over the head. If that does not feel comfortable for you, you can let the hands go. Now release the arms, ragdoll. Hold opposite elbows or let the arms just be loose. Sway back and forth. Nod your head yes, shake your head no. No worries here, just letting everything go. Very slowly, walk your hands out so that you are in a plank position. Shoulders directly over the wrists. Bring your right knee to the floor and the right hand down, modified side plank. Lift the left arm, again just warming up here. And then bring your left hand down the left leg for the gate pose. Side body stretch here. Look under the arm. If this bothers your knee, you can put a blanket or pillow under it. And then switch sides. So on the left hand, modified side plank. Keep the leg down, the knee down. Lift the right arm. Look up at the thumb. And then lift up into the gate. Walk the right hand down the right leg, the left arm over the ear for the side body stretch. Try not to hold the breath. And then come down back into the plank. Lift the hips, downward facing dog. As you arrive in your down dog, bend the knees and then straighten them. Don't lock them out, just straighten them. Bend the knees and straighten. Bend and straighten. Just warming up. Once you've done that enough times, try to find stillness in your down dog. You can wag your tail a little bit if that feels nice. Or bend one knee and then the other. Eventually, the top of the head is trying to reach the floor. Spread the fingers wide and bring your chest through the arms. Walk your hands back towards your feet so you're at the back of the mat. Forward fold. Hands can come behind the calves or you can cross your wrists. So crossing your wrists behind the legs and holding your shins. Forehead down. Slowly, without rushing, bring your palms together, keep the knees bent, look at your thumbs and come up to standing. No rush. Keep watching the thumbs. And then hands the center of the chest. Stroll to the top of the mat, preparing for the sun salutations, maybe feeling a little bit more warmed up. Don't worry about the rights and lefts, just do your best, it all works out. Raise your arms up and go back, Urdhva Hastasana. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Bring the right foot back, take the knee to the floor, low lunge. Plank. Lower knees, chest, chin to the floor. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing. Light on your feet. The right foot steps forward, back knee down, sink the hips. Left foot meets right, forward fold. You guys look great. Palms together, go up and back. Hands to the heart. Again, repeat. Reach up, stretch. Forward fold. Left foot back. Plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog, up on the toes. Down dog. Left foot forward. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Palms together, up and back, Urdhva Hastasana. Hands to your heart, Pranamasana. Very good. We'll do one more. Raise the arms up. Forward fold. Right foot back. Plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Right foot forward. Forward fold. Palms together, go up and back. Hands to the heart. And repeat, up and back. Forward fold. Left foot back. Plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Left foot forward. Forward fold. Arms up and back. Hands to the heart. Very good. Stay here. Keep the eyes closed. Notice the effects of your sun salutations. Now reach the arms up, Urdhva Hastasana. Fold forward, Uttanasana. Bring your peace fingers around your big toes. Separate your feet slightly, elbows wide, forehead toward the shins. Try to lay the chest on the thighs here. That's it. More weight in the toes, out of the heels. The hands frame the feet. Step the right foot back. Take the right knee to the floor. Lift the arms, Kapyasana. Untuck the back toes and lunge the hips forward. So there's tons of variations for the arms. I'll show you a few. Hands are in Kapyasana, or in Kali Mudra, that's the original, or hands behind the back or head. You can also bring your hands to your front thigh. Engage the lower abdominals and your right glute. Eyes up. Now lift up and out of the waist. Slide the left foot back slightly. Bring your left hand on the inside of the left foot. The right arm lifts for an easy triangle pose. If this is altogether too much for your back knee, you can lift the back knee. Now switch. The right hand down, the left arm lifts. Revolved, easy triangle. And frame the front foot. Step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga or knees, chest, chin. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Stay here. Chest toward the thighs. Every time you meet your down dog, you try to go a little deeper. Notice if you have tension in the shoulders. Step the right foot forward, left knee down, lift the arms, Kapyasana. I like to come out of the front knee a little bit. Also, if you want to move your right foot out, that'll make a little bit more space for you. Find your arm variation that you like or that you know. Open the chest. Remember your dedication or offering. Gently come out a little bit out of the front knee. Slide the right foot back slightly. Bring the right hand on the inside of the right foot. Left arm lifts. You can lift the back knee also. Now bring the left hand down. The right arm lifts for a twist. Again, the back knee can be down. You guys look great. See if you can look at your upraised thumb unless it's too much for your neck. Frame the foot, plank. Transition through. You can also skip these. Chaturanga, up dog, downward facing. Remain here. If at any time you need to take rest, take child's pose. Step the left foot forward, warrior one. Both hips face front. Lift the palms, see the thumbs, the knees over the ankle. Too much for your neck, just look forward. Energetically, both hips front. You guys look great. The arms can be separate too. That might feel better in your shoulders. Try to put some energy in the outer edge of your right foot. Come to the ball of the back foot, transitioning to the toppling tree. I think you guys know this one. Interlace the hands behind the back, the chest toward the thigh. Float the right toes and lift the right leg. Point the upraised toe and imagine there's a cobra action in your spine. This will help you pull the arms away from the back. Amazing. This is a warrior three variation. Now bring the left hand in front of the left foot for the half moon. You can use a block if you have one, or stack of books, or just tap the fingertips. Right arm lifts or keep it on your hip. Lean back slightly. Point the upraised toe for the Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Eventually look at your upraised thumb. There's lots of energy through your right quadricep. Big step back without making a lot of noise. Warrior two. The knees over the ankle. Relax the shoulders. Look over the fingertips. Straighten the front leg and go directly into the triangle. Very similar to the pose we were just in. So there's some muscle memory there. Look at the upraised thumb or look down. You could maybe hold your big toe, but press the back of the hand against the shin or the calf if the hand isn't on the toe. Use the right arm to lift you back up. Rebend the front knee. Go directly into the side angle. Forearm or elbow to the thigh. The right arm reaches over the ear. No spaghetti arms. Lots of energy through the right arm. Look under the bicep. If you have other variations of this pose, feel free. You could take a bind. Keep turning. And then return to the warrior two. Flip the left palm, reverse or revolve the warrior. Keep the front knee bent at first, and then straighten. Bring the chest toward the ceiling. And then come back to upright. Move all 10 toes in the same direction. The arms are out to a T. Begin to hinge at the hips and then catch the hips. Can stay here, this is a nice stretch, or bring your hands close to the floor or on blocks. You guys, I think, know the variations, but I'll review them. You can walk the hands behind you, hold the feet, or take a tripod headstand. To do the tripod, the head comes to the floor, the top of the head, shift weight, Out of the heels and into the toes and float the legs up. If that's not for you, you just stay in your forward fold. Bring a little bit more weight out of the heels and into the toes. You can even rock a little. It'll help you stretch your hammies. Lift halfway. Move the left toes forward, bend the front knee, and walk your hands inside of the left foot, preparing for everyone's favorite, the lizard. Rock back and forth. I say that with sarcasm. The right knee can come to the floor. You could keep it lifted. The chest through the arms or come down onto the forearms. Energetically, this right hamstring hip flexor is trying to get closer to the mat. Now concentrate the space between the eyebrows or look over the fingertips. Coming onto the palms and come into the pigeon. So the left knee is next to the left wrist. First is the proud pigeon, opening the chest. And then reclining, coming all the way down. If you have another variation of pigeon you know or like, go ahead. If you know how to do the mermaid, you can do that by sitting up and bending the back foot and then bending the back knee and holding the foot. Optional, of course. You can take the bind. Preparing to break. Bring the hands to the floor, kick the leg back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip, bend and straighten a few times. This should feel nice. And then downward facing dog. Stay here in your down dog. I must have attracted a mosquito. They like to do the yoga too. He's circling all around me doing the yoga. I'll probably be all bitten up. Good practice for my focus. Step the right foot forward, warrior one. The knees over the ankle, lift the arms. Maybe the hands are separate or together. All your attention on your gazing point. Try to have both hips set forward and press into the outer edge of the left foot. You guys look great. Lock in on your gazing point. Come to the ball of the back foot, preparing for the toppling tree. Hold the hands behind the back, open the chest, chest toward the side, float the left toes, lift them. Keep the standing leg bent at first and then straighten. Pull the arms away from the spine and the chin and the chest go forward. Point the toe as much as possible. And energy through your left quadricep. Now the right hand in front of the right foot, left hand to the hip, half moon. Keep the hand on the hip till you reach balance. That's it, good job, working on the balance. Maybe you shift the gaze and lift your left toes. One more inch up. With grace, take a big step back, warrior two. Bring the front leg to straighten, triangle, very similar to the last pose. So the hand is on the inside of the ankle or shin, or hold the big toe. Lean back. Just imagine you're still trying to balance on the floor on one leg, and you'll get the idea. rest the mind by using your focal point or becoming the pose completely, or your dedication. Left arm brings you back up, rebend the front knee, and go directly into the side angle. Forearm on the thigh, left arm over the ear. Keep turning the chest and look under the armpit or bicep. If you have another variation of this pose like a bind, feel free. All right, return to the warrior two. Flip the right palm, reverse or revolve your warrior. Straighten the front leg, look up. Now return to standing. All 10 toes in the same direction. Heel toe the feet together slightly, heels in, toes out, arms up in a goalpost, and squat for the goddess pose. Palms open wide. We'll do a little bit of lion's breath. This is good for holding on to extra energy or frustration. So bring the legs to straighten, the arms straighten, breathe in, and squat down. Stick out your tongue, breathe in. Lion's breath, squat. Make some noise with your breath. 3 more. Last one. Now stay. See if you can lift one heel and then the other, and then maybe both heels. Stay upright. And come back to standing. Move your right toes forward, bring the hands down inside of the right foot, preparing for lizard. Rocking back and forth. Eventually finding your lizard variation. Pull the chest through the arms. Energetically, now your left hip flexor is going down. Forearms down maybe. Look forward. The neck should just be a natural extension of the spine. Now returning to your palms, sliding the foot over, the knees next to the wrist for pigeon. Take your time. If you have trouble with your knees, you could always do this on your back. Now adjust your hips to their level, lift the chest, proud pigeon first, and then recline. Walk the hands out, forehead down. Take your pigeon. You can stay here for a few breaths, or you can also take the variation by bending the back knee and holding the foot. Any variation of pigeon you know, finding your practice. And then gently coming up, stepping back to three-legged dog. Bend the knee, open the hip. Do this a few times. Wave into plank. On the left-hand side plank, Julie, be careful because you gave blood. The knee is down. Lift the right arm. This is option 1. Option 2, both feet stack. Option 3, the right toes behind the left knee. Push the hips up. Float the right knee. Vashisthasana. Any variation of the side plank that you like. You guys look great. Switch sides without hesitation. On the right hand, side plank. Make sure the shoulders over the wrist, the arms straight like a column. Maybe stack the feet or take the Dharma variation. Left toes behind the right knee. Push the hips up. Left knee floats. And return to center. Lower all the way down to the abdomen. Rolling cobras. Cross the right ankle over the left, fingertips under the shoulders. You can just come up a few inches if that's better for you. Exhale the breath away. Inhale, lift. 2, 3, 4. Lower, 2, 3, 4. Close the eyes. Breath moves the body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Very nice. Last one on this side. Lift and lower. Recross. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Last one, lift and lower. Uncross the legs, push back into child's pose. The knees are wide, forehead down. Resetting the body, breathing through all the pores of the skin. Walk the hands forward a few feet and then lift the hips, downward facing dog. Look forward, walk, step, or jump to the top of the mat. Palms together, rise up. Don't go too fast, you will get dizzy. And then hands the center of the chest. Close your eyes and stay here. Noticing the effects of your yoga practice so far without judgment and being receptive to all that it is that you're receiving from this practice. Next is the tree. Standing on the left foot first, the right foot in a little kickstand, inner calf, inner thigh, or take the half lotus. Keep the hands the center of the chest and press your palms together. As you reach balance, raise the arms. If you feel very steady, shift the gaze to your thumbs. And then find any variation of tree. You can move your hands or make your branches grow wide, whatever is your beautiful expression of the tree. Try to keep the right hip opening. Bring the hands to the center of the chest and then bring the right knee in front. Stay on your left foot. The left hand on the outside of the knee. Open the arm to the right so that you're doing a standing spinal twist. Very easy for you. Hold your foot and kick into your hand. Your leg may not go straight like mine. That's okay. But try to keep your balance. Staying upright, looking over the right shoulder. And then come back to center, release the right foot down, reset. Shake the legs out, thank the left leg for holding you up. Now the right leg standing. Left foot in any variation of the tree. Make sure the left hip's opening and that your hips are level. Hands the center of the chest. Raise the arms as you are ready. Grow your branches in your fullest expression of your tree, Vrikshasana. Even the eyes lift. Slowly bring the hands to the center of the chest. Keep the left knee lifted. Right hand on the outside of the knee. Turn. Left hand can stay on your hip or reach behind you if you have space. Maybe hold the foot Kick into the hand and look over the left shoulder. Standing spinal twist. Break the pose, back to center, and release. Shake the arms and legs out. Move to the top of the mat if you're not already there. Toes together, heels slightly apart, arms by the ears for the chair. Sit down and back as if you're sitting in the chair. Squeeze the legs. Don't worry about the hips bending, more than the knees bending. Look forward. Hands the center of the chest and fold. Next is the squat or crow. So the heels are going to be close together here in a squat, or hands to the floor for the balancing pose. If you don't want to do either of these, just take child's. Any variation of yogi squat or crow or crane. If you're doing the crow, don't forget to look forward slightly. Otherwise, the head goes straight down. If you're in the squat, try to lift the chest a little bit more, thumbs to the sternum, that's it. Crown of the head reaching. Now child's, hands to the floor, knees wide, forehead down, arms reaching. Coming into the tabletop. Shoulders directly underneath of the, or wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips, tap out the tops of the feet, and then tuck the toes. Drop the belly, inhale, this is the cow. Round the back, exhale, cat. Push the floor away. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round. Articulate every backbone. Inhale, belly drops. Exhale, round. And the neutral spine. Next is the headstand. So remember that cat action? We were doing that in that last set of poses. The same thing for the headstand. The top of the head is on the floor. If you don't want to do the headstand, just take this pose, the hare pose, H-A-R-E. For the headstand, make a little shelf with the arms. Lift the hands. Lift the feet, the knees, and bring one knee to the outside of each arm. Go slow. If you don't want to do this again, you're in the hare pose. For the headstand, it's very careful, methodical movement, no jumping. If anyone wants help, give me a wave. It looks like everyone's doing their thing. If you're in the headstand or preparation, the space between your eyebrows is your focus. Slowly coming down from whatever position you are in, and take child's pose. The knees together this time, arms at the sides, forehead down, balasana. The breath is calm here, resetting the body. And coming up onto your seat, preparing for the forward fold. So the knees are bent, the Paschimottanasana. If you know the Kurmasana, which is the tortoise pose, you can take the knees wider and the heels wider, duck your shoulders underneath, hold the outsides of the feet, pull the chest forward. If that's too much for you, just take this forward fold, Paschimottanasana, reach forward, hold the feet or the ankles, the shins, whatever you can get, and maybe slide your heels away, forehead down. Relax your feet, especially if you have tight hamstrings like me. Relaxing the feet will take the pressure off of your hammies. Now breathe naturally. Break the pose, sweep the arms, bring the hands behind your seat, preparing for bench. Julie, be careful, this may not be amazing for your arm. You can just stay here, look up, or lift the hips, bench pose. Breathe in and out rapidly through the nose as long as you're not with child. And lower. Come directly onto the back, preparing for the shoulder stand. If you would like to just do supported, that's perfect, or take full shoulder stand. The hands are on either side of the spine. The ankles are over the hips. Hands are very firm here. If you want to do the easy or the half shoulder stand, the legs are more on a 45-degree angle, or again, just supported. Now stay here, space between the eyebrows. Imagine you see a beautiful flower there, blooming in all its glory. Visualize all the details of the flower. You can remain in your shoulder stand or bring your feet over the head for the plow, halasana. The feet may reach the floor and they may not. You can do the easy plow. Just don't look left and right. Look straight up, resting the knees on the forehead perhaps, or ear pressure pose. The knees by the ears, pindasana, karnipidasana. Slowly, as if you're moving through water, roll out one backbone at a time, supporting the spine, transforming into the fish. Bring the legs out stretched, hands underneath of the body, lift the chest, and then the top of the head is on the floor. If you have trouble achieving the full fish, do the easy fish. Still get all the benefits. If you're enthusiastic and you want to gain some core strength, maybe lift your legs 45 degrees. And then we can all do the Bhastrika breath again if it's allowing in your condition. And release. Hold opposite elbows above your head. Bring the soles of the feet to meet. Supta Baddha Konasana. Relax here. Breathe in through all the pores of the skin. Release the hands. Unbind your legs. Reach the toes in opposite directions of your fingertips. The great body stretch. Keep reaching in opposite directions like you can grow taller from one yoga class. Exhale all the breath away and arrive in boat pose, Navasana, balancing on your sitting bones. Hold the backs of the legs at first or release the hands. You can also straighten the legs if it doesn't sink your boat. You can stay here. We'll do some exercising. Fine to stay if you just want to be still. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Make some noise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Imagine we're doing it all together. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Use the belly, not the back. Lower, lift. 3 more. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. Last one. Lower, lift, and relax. Shavasana. Take up lots of space like a starfish, arms and legs wide. If you're practicing near someone, you might need to adjust your arms and legs, but hopefully there's enough space. But take up lots of space here. It's perfectly fine. Bend the knees and prepare for bridge or wheel. You can also do supported bridge. Supported bridge involves lifting the hips. The arms can be like I have them, or you can just bring a block or a blanket or a pillow underneath of the sacrum. We're going to do 2 bridge or wheels, so decide which one suits your fancy today. Don't overdo it, but you probably are pretty warmed up, so it's okay to try some back bending. Exhale the breath, and then inhale to come into your bridge or wheel or supported bridge. You can come to the top of the head first if you're doing the wheel, and take all your effort into your pose. Energetically, the knees are coming together a little bit more. Press into your big toes, everybody. Good, and break. Let the knees fall into one another. Windshield wiper the legs, back and forth. We'll do one more back bend, so pick which one you'd like. Again, you can do supported bridge, or Urdhva Dhanurasana. Exhale the breath. Inhale, lift. Back bend. Good job. Pelvis up. Energetically, the knees are coming together even though they're not touching. That's the energy. One more long, deep breath. And release. As you feel ready, bring your knees to the chest and rock side to side. If it feels too soon to do that, just wait until you feel like your back is prepared. Bring the left foot to the floor and cross the right ankle over the left foot. Lift the left knee and slide your hands to hold your left hamstring. Both feet are very flexed. Energetically, your right knee is working away from you and your left knee is working toward you. There's an opposing force here, or opposing forces. Easy for you, do the upward facing pigeon. Cradle the leg and slide the left leg down to the floor. A little bit more intense. Don't hold tension in your neck in either pose. Close the eyes, space between the eyebrows. Every pose is like a meditation. Carefully release. Switching sides. Right foot plants. Cross the left ankle over top. Lift the right knee. Slide the hands through. Hold the right hamstring. Both feet are flexed. Again, opposing action here. The left knee is going away. The right knee is going toward your face. Lower back, pressing down. Stay here or take the upward facing pigeon. Much more intense stretch. Might be calling you, but not required. Gently releasing the pose and coming into a neutral position on your back. I'll give you guys about 2 minutes for a yogi's choice. No need to do the spinal twist because we'll do that together. So you could take another standing pose. You could just lay in Shavasana or take Supta Baddha Konasana again. If there's a pose you're working on you want help with, unmute and I will help you. So about 2 minutes, I'll tell you when it's time to switch sides. Yogi's choice. Do what you like. Switch sides if you are doing something that requires switching sides. Otherwise, stay in your pose. And find your way onto your back for a spinal twist. You can do any spinal twist you like. I'll offer the right knee into the chest and bump the hips to the side. Bring the knee across the body. You could take a bind here, holding or crossing the ankles, or you could even hold the bottom ankle or foot. Any spinal twist that you enjoy on your back. And just imagine the spine getting wrung out a bit so that you can have radiant health. Switching sides, bring the left knee into the chest, bump the hips to the side, the knee comes across the body. Again, you could take any variation of this supine spinal twist that you enjoy. I'm sure you've had the experience from lots of classes with spinal twists. So whatever feels right for you and your body is perfect. And then you're going to take the full happy baby. Hold the outsides of the ankles or the feet or the shins or the calves, whatever you can reach. And prepare to rock side to side, massaging the lower back and the kidneys. You can bend one leg and then straighten if that feels nice. And then as you feel ready, take Shavasana. Maybe you have some props around or blankets or pillows that will make you feel more comfortable. Or just simply lay flat, nothing fancy. The goal of Shavasana is to reach a state between awake and asleep, where you undergo deep healing. Not only physical healing, but emotional and mental healing. Make any adjustments to how you're laying on the floor, and know that you cannot do this incorrectly. However you feel your body is okay. Bring all your attention to your left hand. Left arm and shoulder sinking down. No sensation. Right hand, right arm and shoulder. No effort. Left foot, left leg and hip. No sensation. Now the right foot, tingling, vibrating. Allow the right foot to be heavy. Right leg and hip. No sensation. Pelvic region. Abdomen loose. Rib cage and chest. Your back. So heavy. Head, neck, and scalp. Free of tension. Face without expression. Eyes sink deep into the sockets. Jaw and tongue loose. Not a word to say. Leave your body and breath to rest. Be the witness. Just imagine seeing yourself as if from above, full of peace and joy and true contentment. This is your true nature. You are complete. Now rest in the bliss of this knowledge. Feel your breath and feel your body. Begin to make any movements or stretches you like. In your own way, in your own time. Return to a seat, perhaps turning to one side first. When you're completely ready to be upright, finding a seat just as we started, no rush. As you arrive in your seat, bring your hands together either at the heart or just clasped in your lap. Taking a moment to silently express gratitude toward those that made it possible for you to practice yoga today. Silently express gratitude toward each other for practicing together and holding space for your fellow yogis. And lastly, for yourself, gratitude and appreciation for connecting with your inner peace and wisdom and finding solace in the practice. We'll end with a sound of Om and then 3 Shantis. You can also just listen or join me. Exhale the breath away. Deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to your inner peace and wisdom. See this in others and show deep compassion. It is my true honor and pleasure to share this practice with you in this way. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I hope you feel nice, or at least better than when you started. Thank you.